नया अकाउंट ओपन करवाना है।
कौन सा अकाउंट ओपन करवाना है? ये कुछ अकाउंट के ऊपर साइन करने हैं आपने, ये यहाँ पर साइन करने होते हैं।
अभी मैं ब्लाइंड हूँ, मैं लिख नहीं सकता, आप अगर आप लिख दें।
ब्लाइंड पर्सन्स के लिए तो कोई अकाउंट नहीं है, ब्लाइंड पर्सन्स के लिए अकाउंट नहीं कर सकते।
In Pakistan, all the women with disabilities, which include visual, hearing, and physically impaired persons, are confined at home. When I was young, a man entered in our home and he harassed me. I was the one who was most victimized, but when the police came to inquire, I was not able to explain because nobody understood the sign language.
Disability movement, we always talk about all rights for all persons with disability. So in these workshops, we will be targeting equal participation from all levels, like for persons with visual impairment, for persons with hearing impairment, for persons with physical disabilities and intellectual and psychosocial disabilities. And the gender would be the cross-cutting, because we always talk about the women with disabilities facing triple discrimination. So more women with disabilities in these workshops is a great sign for us that how they can be part of this mainstream development agenda and contribute towards the development of parallel report of disability constituency.
It will be first time that we are asking for the inclusion of persons with disabilities in the UPR discussions, because all the universal periodical reviews, they haven't included the disability perspective, and that's why it's difficult to allocate the budget.
We are very strongly and closely working with the national level disabled persons organizations and key disability champions, and Special Talent Exchange program is one of them. They are our strategic partner, and we through this collaboration have consulted a lot of DPOs and persons with disability to have their voices included in the UPR reporting process.
I feel that it is very important to work on UDHR, which is one of the first human rights instrument which was brought into force and which was signed by various different nations at that time. That provides the basis for non-discrimination, because once under that instrument, all that discrimination is unacceptable. Later on, wherever the discrimination was still prevailing, other instruments came into force.
UNCRPD says all rights for all persons with disabilities. But in the disability movement of Pakistan, we always intend to forget persons with disabilities and persons with intellectual and psychosocial disabilities. It is a good opportunity for us to raise the voices on unprotected rights, particularly rights related to legal capacity and personal support mechanisms. We also observed in this workshop that most of the participants did not have any idea about the rights of persons with intellectual and psychosocial disabilities.
This was first time in the history of Pakistan that women with disabilities has a strong participation in any mainstream development agenda workshop. In this workshop, we collectively talk about the rights of women with disabilities, especially protection, family and property rights.
It's a pleasure to see during this workshop that more than 50% are women with disabilities, and to listen to them, because as we know, not only in Pakistan but as well in Pakistan, mainly women with disabilities have even less a chance to express their concerns, their situation.
We always talk about the rights of persons with disabilities and the way the rights of individuals are protected. Rights of persons with disabilities should also be protected.
Coming to this workshop gave me an immense pleasure, because I've never been to such workshops before. It was a handful opportunity because you get to share your views, but you feel being a disabled.
I really like the idea of uniting all the disabled people organizations in Pakistan and then taking their voices to Geneva so that everyone may know how the rights of persons with disabilities are violated in Pakistan. Many societies in the world are sensitive about their social values. I say yes, they are sensitive, but they also have a very strong economy.
This is the first time that when Pakistan is contributing in UPR from the disability perspective, and this exercise will be a significant contribution in which almost every stakeholder was engaged. But unfortunately, since the government of Pakistan has not submitted yet a UNCR report of UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, so the reporting from the UNCRPD perspective is still not part of the UPR report this year. And we expect that in coming years we will have this perspective from the government side included as well.